Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Handemonium Flows, and today I've got something special. A box of games, and I don't know most of the games that are in it, which it's the kind of thing that I dreamed about as a little kid. And it doesn't happen all that often, but um, we went to a storage unit the other day, me and my partner, and her dad had some games in it that were my partner's and my sister-in-law's. And so I've got a vague idea of what's in this box. I know there's a copy of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. There's a copy of Wii Play. There's a copy of Dragon Quest something for the DS. And there's probably multiple copies of Just Dance for the Wii, unless my sister-in-law still has those, because I know she had a couple copies of that. So without further ado, I'm gonna crack this box. I only get one chance, one take, because then I'll know what's in here. So I hope this goes well. So number one, not looking. Dragon Quest 9. I haven't played this. I know my wife played the crap out of it with her sister, so definitely would be in this box. Is this game actually in the box? No, because my wife's got one of those DS card holder things, so the box just kind of must have sat around. Anyway, she says it's a good game. You should try it if you like Dragon Quest. Alice in Wonderland for the DS. I played a lot of DS games when I was younger because I had a flash card, but never played this one. And I tried most of the ones that were worth trying, so most of them, except the ones where they just like didn't click, you know. But Alice in Wonderland is definitely not one that ever got recommended to me, so can't say anything about this. Sorry. Good pick. Animal Crossing Wild World. Now this one brings back some memories for me because I had this game. Well, my brother bought it for the DS, and I was in his town. And my brother, being the completionist that he is, decided that he was going to use his action replay to basically complete all of the goals in Animal Crossing Wild World. So there was a big statue of him in town. He was the hero. He was the town. He had the keys to the town. Keys to the town, and I never would. So I got burned on this game pretty quickly, but it's probably fun. I liked playing it back in the day until my brother ruined it. Sorry, Jason. Well, no, say sorry to me. Style savvy trendsetters. My partner loves these games. They're fashion games. You run a boutique, and people come in and they say, "I'd like this kind of style," and you put them in that kind of style. My partners got frustrated because the criteria for evaluation isn't very specific. You know, it's pretty rote. Like there's a couple different brands, well, a lot of different brands, and you pick something with the brand, and they're good. So some of this is your own imagination. Like you want to bring your own sense of style into it. Been a lot of games in the series, like 4, 5. New one coming out for the Switch. Might be able to play as a guy. I'm not sure. You could only play as people who dress in women's clothes. So, but you could still dress up some guys. So, yeah, I think it's worth recommending. It's also like a nice hacked file editor online if you're into that. Stops that before the DS. Pretty much everything I said that goes for the other one goes for this one too. Goes for this one too. It's probably about the same. Don't cover your lips, Brandon. Ho ho! Disney Enchanted Storybooks for the You Draw tablet. You know that's classic. Thank you, THQ. I can't speak to this. I've never seen my partner use the You Draw tablet. I know where it is. We've got it, but I've never seen her turn this one on. She had a little bit of a thing for Disney princesses, you know, just one of those childhood things. So got some of these kind of games sitting around for maybe like a kid someday, I suppose. Tilt to Travel Magical Mazes. I mean, the best Wii games had tilting. Breath of the Wild's got that. So this is a candidate. Here's the back of the box if you want to coloring book stuff. You Draw tablet game. Now you know what that kind of contains. What's next? Ho, ho, ho. The first game I bought for my 3DS, like 3 months after launch, was a lot of Face Raiders. Until then, this is not my copy. This is my partner or her sister's copy, but good remake. Better than the original, I'd say. The visuals, they changed substantially, so if you're nostalgic for the N64 look, you might want to play Ship of Arcanian, the recent recompiled, not recompiled, they were the decompilation, and they made a PC port that works, so you can play Ocarina of Time on your computer now, or pretty much whatever. But this 3DS version is a good pick. Also, this says play in English and French. I don't think this is a PAL copy though. Maybe they all said this. My copy doesn't have that, so interesting, different variant. Zelda Phantom Hourglass, never beat this one. It was difficult, and the main dungeon that you kept coming back to was repetitive. Like layers of it unlocked, and you got further each time, and then you go back into the world. Stuff in the ocean was cool. And it had this one gimmick, which you could only do on the DS, which I always remember. Like, man, games can do this. It's telling me a story. I'm printing this map. Bam! Sorry for the clap. So I like parts of this, but it could be a little bit forgettable because it really was just a Wind Waker kind of reimagined. Like, what if we tried to make this work in a portable way? Spirit Tracks is good. I played a little, not as much of that, but I think it's probably better for the DS. Also controlled it with the touchscreen, which was weird, drag the stylus to a control link. Aha, the promised Just Dance 2014. Featuring Lady Gaga, applause, Blurred Lines, Robin Thicke and Pharrell. Or is it One Direction? Psy. I wonder what song that is. will.i.am and Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande and Mac Miller, Gloria Gaynor, Daft Punk featuring Pharrell. Yeah, I mean, Just Dance. You've seen one, you've seen them all. Actually, it's going to be in the Olympics, the esports Olympics that they're doing, to kind of, like as a prelude to maybe we'll put esports in the real Olympics. So practice. No Dance Central, Just Dance. Just Dance, Ubisoft. Hey, look at that. Another copy of Just Dance. Just Dance 3. Which, seeing this one, 2014, and knowing how long these games have been coming out, this actually sounds kind of old. Number 3. Gosh, the back of the box design is like very, very similar too. It's I got nothing against reusing the visual design. Distinct. But if you showed me the back of these two boxes, I'm more educated than the random person who usually looks at the back of these boxes. So I could tell which one is probably newer, just based on weird context clues, but who the hell could tell otherwise? Like these look, there's nothing identifiable. I'm sure you'd have the same problem with Madden or whatnot, but yeah. Also, I don't think any of these games have, yeah, this one's not in the case. Neither is this one. A lot of these cases that I'm talking about. But it doesn't really change the content of the video, so I'm just gonna keep going. What's next? Band Hero. My screen just got a little dim, excuse me. Haven't played this one. Come back in focus, please. Where's my focus? Sorry, this camera's being funky. There we are. So this was the Guitar Hero team's answer to Rock Band, and it was family friendly. So I guess it wasn't really an answer to Rock Band as much as it was their answer to Lego Rock Band, which was the family friendly Rock Band game featuring songs by Spinal Tap, which was my favorite part of that, and really and made it worth trying the like 10 minutes that I played it. Anyway, Band Hero though, I was talking about Lego Rock Band. I haven't played this, but see, another okay track list. Evanescence, Bring Me to Life, Sugar We're Going Down by Fall Out Boy, ABC by the Jackson 5. These are good picks for a family. No Doubt. You got Don't Speak and Just a Girl. Somebody was a No Doubt fan. Like, somebody was a ska fan. Taylor Swift's got 3 different songs. Rolling Stones, Honky Tonk Woman. Yeah, maybe not for the kids exactly, but I like the Stones enough. I like Rock Band. I don't know if it's worth playing Band Hero. Probably just want to fire up the PC thing and load those tracks in there and play it that way. By the PC thing, I mean the open source or Guitar Hero thing that I'm blanking on. I know what it's called. I've made songs for it, but I'm blanking. Anyway, Disney's Guilty Party. My partner's a fan of mysteries and murders, so to speak, and the abstract sense, like detective sense. Let's figure this out kind of murder. So Disney's Guilty Party, I already mentioned she is a little bit of a Disney fan. This is cool because, it's not really a Disney game with a bunch of like, here's Timon and Pumbaa, here's Anna from Frozen. It's some original designs with nice character because, Disney produced this. I can't speak to what era this was, certainly when they were making their own games. So it's from Disney Interactive Studios, but it's replayable. Maybe this is like that live service game that just got shut down, the detective game. I think it is actually is a little bit like that. It's a Japanese developed game. Anyway, I think it was good. I played it once, if I recall. Next game. What is it? Case was a little thick. Wii Play. I don't know if this copy came with a Wii Remote at the time. This is just the slim case, but this was basically, this game was a pack-in with the Wii Remote. It wasn't really the other way around because this game did not have a lot of depth. It's possible that this was a tech demo that got expanded out, and it kind of was. I've read about the history, but in all, yeah, you wouldn't pay $50 for this. You paid full price to get the Wii Remote, and then you got some games to play with it. There was a sequel to this for the Wii Motion Plus, the attachment, which gave better motion controls, or at least more easily programmed motion controls. But this one was okay. There's a song from this in Super Smash Brothers for Wii U, I think, or Brawl. Ride a horse, play some pool, play Atari combat tanks kind of thing. Yeah, it was fine. Not as good as Wii Sports. The game's actually in here, huh? No. Wow, none of these games are in here. Got a manual though. It takes you back. This is gonna be a long video. Mario Kart Wii, guaranteed classic. Nintendo Wi-Fi connection, Race Online. But Mario Kart DS did it first, but I played a lot of this when it was out. It wasn't the best Mario Kart, but when it was out, it was the best Mario Kart. Had those motion controls shaking on that Wario track, doing all the flips and stuff. Yeah, I was into that. Did a little time trialing. Today there's a lot of good mods for it too, custom tracks, and a manual. Got a Wii wheel around here, more than one I think, but I haven't used it in a long time. Because sometimes I'm using motion controls, but most of the time I'm not. Unless it's Mario Kart for the smartphone. That one, motion controls are actually essential because they give you another layer of nuance for controlling. So, pro tip for Mario Kart Tour. Just Dance 2015. What more is there to say that I didn't already say? Although I will note, the back of the box art has a different format, so this is good. Visually distinct. I can pick this one out from 2013 and 3. Game is not in here. But I can follow these instructions to download even more Just Dance. The Free Moves to Break Free by Ariana Grande featuring Zed. Fortnite's Ariana Grande. I am an Ariana Grande fan. Smarty pants. How smart are you? You smarter than me? You better at trivia than me? Um, I've never played this. The little Wii remotes in the box that the characters are holding are not real, and they look kind of funny because they remind me of that pre-release Wii remote that was making the rounds a little bit. Um, yeah, an EA developed trivia game. This looks bland as it comes, but it's probably well made. These are Mii's. They created these avatars on the box based on the Mii's that you play as in the game, so that's kind of funny to see a different interpretation of the Mii's. Like, I think that's your like childish Gambino looking guy. Anyway, never played this. It's trivia. It's got dancing. Crank the spinner. Crank that spinner. Raise your hands and dance your way to victory. So Just Dance plus trivia. This is like perfect family game. Honestly, they knocked it out of the park. I haven't even played it, but I know it probably did alright. What's this? An alternative if you're a bigger brand. The Big Brain Academy for Wii degree. If you've got your degree in Wii, like me, who was talking about all these games off the cuff. Because, yeah, I got my Wii degree, believe it. Got a Wii U degree too. Anyway, Big Brain Academy, I think it came out on the DS first, and I didn't really play that because it wasn't doing much for me versus Brain Age, which I enjoyed. Wanting to train my brain and raise my acumen. Mostly just play Sudoku. So I can't speak to this. I know it was a more competitive kind of game. Kind of like Brain Age against your friends or your family. Who's dumbest? Everybody loves that conversation. Yeah, don't play this with me. And yeah, it's probably fine. Sorry, haven't really played it. I think there's a disc in this one. Sorry, upside down. Just Dance 2017. So yeah, that's a lot of years of Just Dance if you're keeping track. We went from 3. Oh, there's a reason there's a disc in here because it's still sealed. How about that? How about that? Sealed copy of Just Dance 2017. Do you have that? I bet not, because you probably think everybody else has it, but you don't, and I got it, so. I'm not a collector like that at all, but it's just funny to me that this is sealed. Major Lazer featuring M0 and DJ Snake, Lean On. I don't know that song. David Guetta featuring Sia, Titanium. I know that. Hatsune Miku. All right, now we're talking. Jack and Jack. Jack is back, man. Jack and Jack. Jack is back. Get on the rack. I'm on that. Jack and Jack. Sorry, getting obnoxious. The Weeknd, Can't Feel My Face. Probably my favorite song about cocaine. I don't do cocaine, but I guess it's my favorite song about cocaine. Anyway, dancing. Back of the box format is like 2015. If you're keeping, for those keeping track at home. Guitar Hero 5. So something that I envied a little bit about my partner's family is that they would play Rock Band and stuff as a family. So they actually bought these and played them together. Isn't that nice? Anyway, Guitar Hero 5. I actually did play this one on the Wii because it was the easiest for me to get a hold of when I was younger. I was excited to play the Weezer song. Why Bother? It's gonna hurt me. It's gonna kill when you desert me. This happened to me twice before. Won't happen to me anymore, I think. Something, I might as well keep whacking. Yeah, I was frustrated about romantic partners when I was in high school. Anyway, yeah, Coldplay in my place. Yeah, Why Bother is not listed on the back. I wonder why. The Killers, All the Pretty Faces. Elton John, Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting. And if I remember correctly, this was the Guitar Hero where they played Roadie Battle with your Nintendo DS. That's cool, like with Guitar Hero on tour. I had no idea. Anyway, Blink 182, The Rock Show. Yeah. it was a good track list, I think. I think this is the one where they introduced the tapping things, the new Guitar Hero guitar. I could be wrong. That might have been Guitar Hero 4. But, yeah, this one's fine. I didn't play a lot of it, but I did play it because the track list was worth checking out. Guitar Hero 3, Legends of Rock, arguably the one I played the most, if I'm remembering correctly, on my 360. Yeah, Through the Fire and the Flames. I beat it one time, but I did do it. Not on video. There's an infamous YouTube video where I fail, but yeah, it was really hard. Anyway, yeah, this one was classic. The songs, the Devil Went Down to Georgia battle, for instance. Welcome to the Jungle, Sunshine of Your Love, Cult of Personality, Rock and Roll All Night, Toronto. Yeah, you know what I mean. Painted Black, When You Were Young, Rock You Like a Hurricane, Slash and Tom Morello in the game. Yeah, it was a good one. That was my favorite, I think. All right. So, the original Just Dance for the Wii. We did it at the beginning of the series. No disc. Got a manual on this. So it was released late enough that at least it's got the Wii condom in the manual. Where's my... Oh, right, camera's there. So, you know. So when you think about it, man, got 2015, wasn't there 2017? That's a long range of games. Didn't this thing come out in 2007, the Wii? When was this published? 2009? Yeah, that was a pretty long span. Anyway, Baha Men, Who Let the Dogs Out? Katy Perry, Hot and Cold, Can't Get You Out of My Head, Kylie Minogue. Chic by La Freak, or La Freak by Chic, I'm not sure. Gorilla's Dare, ooh. I Get Around by the Beach Boys, round, round, get around. I love the Beach Boys. Wanna Be by the Spice Girls, remember playing that in marching band back in school. Lump. I shouldn't just read these track lists, it's just funny. Anyway, the original Just Dance. Now, potentially an Olympic sport. Oh. Just Dance Summer Party. Not a numbered release or a geared release, but a third category, something like an expansion or a standalone expansion. And an advertisement for Just Dance 3 right on the front. In case you haven't had enough, they're literally putting it on the front of the box. Like that doesn't serve the end user at all. That serves the person at the store and me doing commentary right now. That does not serve the person who bought it. So that sucks, but it's an oddity. Yeah, funny. American Boy, Estelle, featuring. Yeah, sorry, I'm sad now. Let's not talk about that. Anyway, Just Dance Summer Party. Animal Crossing City Folk. Now, this one did not belong to my partner because her sister literally used a label maker to put her name on it, as you can kind of see. So, yeah, Animal Crossing City Folk. This is the one I definitely played the least. They added the city, but otherwise it felt just like Wild World, which I was a bit burnt on, given my my story about my brother ruining that game for me. So, yeah, I don't really have memories of this, but I know that my partner and her sister both had a Wii Speak, as did their grandma, and they did chat. I guess it was just the one Wii Speak they had. So 2 different Wii Speaks out there that they were using to talk to their grandma. If you don't know what the Wii Speak was, it was just a voice chat peripheral for the Wii. Kind of like that Wii U voice chat. Hello, Reggie. If you remember Mr. Iwata doing the call with Reggie, because you probably never used it yourself, right? I think I did once. Anyway, yeah, City Folk, not much to say about it. Kind of a port of the DS game with some more features. Not as much of a fully featured new Animal Crossing. Unless you're really into it, maybe you would consider it that. No disc in here. Oh, but we've got some friend codes It's fun. Old post-its. Wii sound settings to mono. I'm sure this was played on an old TV or something. I don't know why that was relevant, that note. Yikes. Oh. So, you've got Wii Play, serviceable, at least published by Nintendo. Then you got Game Party 3, the kind of thing that you'd find bundled with a bunch of peripherals at the store. Or rather, the kind of game that the dollar store peripherals were meant to be played with, because the peripherals didn't really even have an object in mind. They just wanted you to put your Wii remote in the baseball bat and destroy your TV. Anyway, 19 games though, more than Wii plays 10. So maybe that's quantity over quality. Maybe the quality is worth it. No Mii's in here. Looks like they could have just used the Mii's, but they got some other custom character. Which, props to them. And a remake of Root Beer Tapper. This is made by Farsight, the creators of Williams Pinball Arcade and the other pinball arcades. Maybe this is actually alright. I don't know of any good games they made other than Pinball Arcade, but that Tapper remake's probably okay. Yeah, published by WB. Okay, I wrote this one off, but I've been proven wrong. Carnival Games. At the time, I think this was one of the better motion control games. Actually, like, it was simple, but shoot basketball or whatever. And I know the series ended up making its way to VR headsets, so that would have been even more improved. So it must have been an okay base, or just a brand that people recognized. I recognize this anyway. I know it's like shooting hoops and all that stuff. You can customize your character. It's got some weird Mii's that aren't Mii's in here. A lot of these Wii games had Mii's that weren't Mii's. Like, what? I guess for multi-platform releases, that makes sense. Stuff that's getting ported to other stuff. But it's weird to see Mii's but not Mii's on a Nintendo console. I respect, one, your own art design too. Not just like a port. It's not just like a porting thing. We need cross-platform characters. But anyway, none of that really relevant to what we're talking about. Up to 4 players as your Wii remote transforms from a sledgehammer. Hey, Project Hammer. It did get released, didn't it? That one's a pretty deep cut, anyway. To a frog flinger and everything else in between. Get your frogs ready. It's about to go down. Carnival Games. Hope it's not a real frog. Like one of those carnival games where you flick a toy thing into a pool of water. Yeah. Hey, check it out. More family fun. Family Feud. I don't know what's that base Steve Harvey does, but he gets when he hears something crude. But I'm sure this is fine. It's from 2009, so there's some stuff like Fleek that won't be relevant here, or Yeet, but plenty of words that you probably do know, like bank line, movie line. What was the last time someone tried to cut in front of you? Probably lots of places. High school lunch line, something I remember. Even customize your personal avatar for Family Feud, because you're coming back, because you're an all-star. I like Family Feud. we definitely used to just put it on the TV in the background when I was over there, so it makes sense they'd have Family Feud. Never played it. Oh, the classic. The best Super Smash Brothers game until the next one came out, and arguably wasn't as good as Melee anyway. It was for me, because I wanted more variety, I wanted more stuff. So better than Melee to me at the time, but now the worst Smash game. For sure, the worst playing one. There's a picture of me out there holding a copy of this game like this at a college involvement fair, because I used to love helping run tournaments and stuff. Nowadays, Nintendo didn't support the scene, and things got pretty hairy because of the lack of oversight from mature people. So going to tournaments for that kind of stuff now is it feels a bit taboo for me to even really be playing much Smash these days. I try to play Multiverses. I liked it a lot, but it's not clicking with everybody. I played some Rivals of Ether. It was good. Nick All Stars. It's okay. I don't know. Maybe someday we'll get a good platform fighter. But back in what year? Back in 2008 though, like this was the shit. Sonic the Hedgehog, Solid Snake. That was crazy. Like this was before Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I think like, Sega just wasn't collaborating like that at the time. But this was definitely a beginning of a new sort of era. This game filled me with a lot of memories. The internet play was terrible. Arguably still is, but they've made some improvements. And I mean Jigglypuff, who was arguably the worst character in the game. So she was good in Melee, and then what gives? She was arguably overpowered too, but in Melee. Just got the nasty nerf and has never been the same. Enough talk about Smash. Oh, and I used to keep a copy of my Social Security card and a copy of Brawl. Used to, not anymore. But it was the kind of game I knew I'd never get rid of. Mario Party 8. I think this is the one where you all rode together in a car. Together? No. No, this was still one where you walked around. That was number 9 or 10. So one of the last regular Mario Party games before they kind of branched out and did some like greatest hits. And then I came out with the Switch one. But these characters' designs look really bland for some reason. I don't know, something about Donkey Kong and Wario was a little off. Too clean. It's hard to say exactly. But I played this one at some point. It was fun. That's all I really got to say about it. Move your body freely. Dance Dance Revolution 2. I definitely remember seeing the dance pad at my partner's house. So they were a DDR crew, featuring songs like smaller set list or a smaller font. Gee, I thought this was supposed to be a selling point. Except I don't know any of these songs. That's why I'm joking. Oh wait, I do. I do know "In My Head" by Jason Derulo. I do know "Candy Girl." I do know "Just a Dream" by Nelly, probably. I do know "Just the Way You Are" by Bruno Mars. I do know "Nothing on You" by B.O.B., the Flat Earther. I helped work on an album, which the initials were B.O.B. That still bothers me. Or N.E.P. Anyway, yeah, never mind. Baby featuring Ludacris and Somebody to Love, both by Justin Bieber. It's a DDR game, just with some poppy songs on the Wii. I mean, not that they're not poppy. It doesn't seem to be J-pop, at least listed on the box. That's interesting. Get down to the end. Dance Dance Revolution Hottest Party. Also, like, none of these games have had discs in them. I want to be clear. Except the sealed copy. Yeah, DDR Hottest Party. Maybe this one's... Okay, this one looks like more of a party game, perhaps. Play with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck. The other one might have been for the pad. I'm not sure. You spin me around like a record. Karma Chameleon, 99 Red Balloons. This has sounded more like traditional DDR. 1-2 step, clocks. Yo, excuse me, miss. Blue Monday, Disco Inferno. Lips of an Angel. Yeah. So yeah, you can use the GameCube dance pad as well, apparently. GameCube. Never mind. Yeah, this looks okay, but party DDR, you probably just want to compete for high scores, right? Not play at the same time. This sounds like a game of Twister ready to happen, and then a lawsuit, bodily injury. If you're not coordinated like me, that is our final game. Yeah. What did we expect? Just Dance 2. Got most of these. We've seen at least 6 or 7 copies of Just Dance. So not all of them, but most of them. They were dancing over there. This is from 2010. Dance Crew Face Off. Dance with us up to 8 players. If you're going to be a gold medalist, you got to be competing against other people, right? Got Fat Boy Slim's Rockefeller Skank. TikTok by Kesha. Right. Rolling Stones Sympathy for the Devil. The Fat Boy Slim remix. There we go. Jackson 5 Wants You Back. Beastie Boys Body Movin'. Another Fat Boy Slim. Franz Ferdinand's Take Me Out. Get your PSPs out. Shoot that disc out. If you remember. Walk Like an Egyptian. Hey Ya. Jamiroquai, Cosmic Girl. Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. Mika. Oh wow, that's cool. Blondie Call Me. Elvis Presley. Viva Las Vegas. Vampire Weekend. A-Punk. Yeah, it's a Just Dance game. Anyway, I've got a mammoth stack of boxes now with no discs. I think I should have been keeping track. Now I'll have to check again. But yeah, I've got lots of boxes here. No games, and only a couple games that I've actually played or would want to play or would enjoy. But wasn't this enriching and constructive to get my perspective on old Wii games? Because I have a Wii degree and I know quite a lot about Wii. Join me next time when I go through another stack of games that might be in the box or might not. I might just be talking about a game box. Join me for some critical commentary. If you don't like this kind of long form video, you didn't make it to this point. If you're still watching, thank you. Let me know if you'd like to see something different. Maybe some ASMR. I've been told my voice is good for that. At any rate, peace. Take it easy. Enjoy your gaming.